Yeah, so I think beyond policies, as I told you, policy basically, as much as it's very important, but it's a document. There are some things that has been done by the government, and we're not going to take them for granted. First of all, the biggest investor in the innovation ecosystem at its infant stage was the government. All of the things that was happening, they were around Commission for Science and Technology, Tanzania. And then they evolved, they went to University of Dar es Salaam, whether it's living labs in rural areas, whether it's the work that Human Development Innovation Fund through DFID we are doing together, through the support that we are giving universities. Most of them were coming from the initiative that were done by the government. Specifically, there are some individual people who are very open-minded in terms of setting up this infrastructure for things to happen. And fast forward now, we're seeing things like the digital sandbox by the central bank. We are seeing the openness of Minister of ICT to collaborate and work with TSA. So a lot has been happened in terms of moving to where we are right now. Kwa hiyo hatu underestimate effort ambazo zimefanyika kufika hapa tulipo. Na hata we're having this conversation right now. I remember back in the early days when we were doing Sahara Sparks for the first time in 2016, the whole room was a bunch of young people with only one old guy above 50 who was Dr. Mshinda, and the second guy came later who was a ambassador of Switzerland to East Africa and Zambia, my mentor and good friend, Ambassador Arthur Matri. So two old guys in the group, in the room of several young people talking about the future of startups and everything in Tanzania. So a lot has happened during that time. In terms of where are we heading with the policy, I know there's a lot of work that is being done by Tanzania Startup Association. I was informed, I texted Pregod this morning, what is the status of the startup policy, because I knew this would be asked. And he said now they're waiting for the launch date. There's a massive commitment from the Minister of ICT through Honorable Nape Nnauye to get this thing done. So we are very grateful for that. So that is where we are. But in terms of the future, we need to be able to future-proof some of these policies and documents that we are putting together. Technology is changing really, really fast. Now we are talking about ChatGPT 4.0, ChatGPT that can literally talk to you and tell you what to do. So basically, how do we create a document that survives those kind of things? It goes beyond pieces of paper. It goes beyond just having documents signed by the minister. It's about putting together the systems and structures that accommodate those changes.
Asante sana Jumanne. Systems and structures that accommodate those changes. This is also in line to, synchronizing the system, synchronizing the space so that we sail onto the same wavelength. Sharon, allow me to come to you. In Beiju, delighted that you're doing a lot of things. And I'm sure Mr. Mafuru and the team in the house would really appreciate CRDB kwa kazi nzuri wanayoifanya kupitia in Beiju.